Hey guys, welcome to my channel where we talk about writing and books and reading and editing and publishing and all that jazz. Children may or may not be featured. Enjoy! Hey guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about some productivity tips that I have developed over my years of writing because time and time again, I have been sabotaged by distraction and procrastination and all of that. And I hear that is such a huge common issue among other writers, especially when we have these things with us at all times. So I just wanted to share today what helps me to stay focused when I'm writing and how I can get the best ideas and just really get in my flow. So you want to write a book. I would say the biggest thing that you can do to help you focus is turning your phone on airplane mode. Like, it's that simple. I've heard people set it on the other side of the room or keep it on a different desk. I don't know, it's not that hard. Just put it on airplane mode. That's what I've always done. I know sometimes you have an important message that you need to be waiting for or listening for, but most of the time you don't need your phone for a few hours while you're writing. So just put it on airplane mode, no notifications will be buzzing on it, and you won't be constantly checking it. Because if you can stay focused while you're writing and quit checking your phone, you're gonna get so many more words on the page and your creativity is gonna be just so much better. So put your phone on airplane mode is the best productivity tool that I have learned. Do that first and foremost before you do anything else. Sometimes it's really tempting to just keep checking your phone because you have a free afternoon and you want to talk with someone or you're excited to get someone's messages. I've been there before, but just text that person or snap them or whatever and say hey, I'm going to be up for the next 2 hours. Sorry. You have to treat it so professionally and block out that time. Just treat it like you're working or something. It's not your free time or it's not your time to just do whatever you want. If you want to be productive with writing and actually use that time to write your book, then you're going to have to block out that time as if you're almost working. I mean, it's not working because it's fun, but just be very intentional about protecting that time. So the second thing I would say to protect your writing time and be more productive when you're writing is to lock your door. So if you're in your bedroom, lock your bedroom door, in an office or wherever. That just minimizes distractions. So for instance, I live in a really big family. I'm the oldest of 6, so I have 5 little siblings. And my 2 brothers who are closest to me, they don't bug me. They are off on their own, but the 3 littlest kids in our family, my sister's 9, my brother is 5, and my littlest sister is 3. And so they're magnets to my bedroom. I don't know why. They just picked my room out of the house to just attract to. So whenever the door is unlocked and I am in here, at some point they're going to find me. It's just the sixth sense they have. I don't know. It's really impressive, honestly. But it's so hard to be productive with writing because, I mean, if you have little siblings like me, they're super cute. And so they come into your room and you're writing and they're like, please, can I stay in here? Please, can I read books? I'm probably the only one who has this problem, but I'm just putting it out there, you know? And then it's you feel bad for sending them away because they're just so adorable. Don't feel bad. Lock your door. Do it. It helps. I mean, locking your door can help with other people you live with too. If you have a roommate or your parents kind of bug you sometimes when you're in your bedroom, or even a dog. I don't know. It just helps. It helps you focus and it helps you, again, block out that time super intentionally so you can be productive in that time and use it to the best of your ability. And I know that locking the door is not always an option that some of you have. So if that's the case, make sure you have headphones or just something that you can block out noise with, because that helps too. If you're in a coffee shop, you obviously can't lock a door. Or if you are in a dorm and your roommate is doing homework, you can't just kick them out. So just try to focus with um, headphones or earbuds or whatever, even earplugs. I've heard people use earplugs too. That helps. The third tip I would say is to get dressed like it's a normal day. So, what I mean by this is a lot of people, including myself when I was in high school, um, write when there's free time. And for instance, like as a student, I had free time during Christmas break or fall break or spring break, whenever. And so I would have like a whole day to myself or at least half a day to myself. So I would stay in my pajamas all day, like any normal student. And I would sit on my bed with like terrible vulture posture, blech, gross, and I would write my stuff. And then afterwards, I would just feel like a piece of crap. But when I got dressed for the day, even though I had nowhere to go, and I brushed my teeth, did my hair, did everything I normally do in the morning, and then I sat down to write with good posture, I wrote so much better and I felt so much better about myself. And it's just kind of a weird phenomenon that I know affects a lot of people. They tell you the same thing if you work from home, which I've been doing a little bit lately myself. You know, my dad works from home as well. He always tells me it's so important to get dressed as if you're going to go out and see people, even if you're not. Because mentally, it just prepares your mind and it tells you, like, I'm going to be working right now. I'm going to be productive, and this is like an official thing I'm doing. But if you're in your pajamas and just like vegging out, it it just isn't the same. I don't really know how to explain it. I'm just speaking from personal experience. But if you want to be more productive while you're writing, I would just get dressed and treat it professionally. From the getting dressed in the morning tip, try to have good posture. I am like the worst person to tell you that because I have the worst posture on the planet when I'm writing, because for like years I would sit on my bed and like hunch over my computer like a rat eating pizza on a subway station and like type away. So bad. I don't know, just find a way to have good posture. You'll thank yourself later because it's not good for you. Don't do it. The last tip I have, the fourth tip, is one for my fiction writers out there. So, when I'm writing fiction, my mood is kind of reflected in the way I write. And that's super important if I'm writing like a super intense scene or really sad scene or really happy scene. Um, I need to write it genuinely. So sometimes it's kind of like hard to get in that mood. And I almost kind of liken it to acting because I've done a little bit of acting. Um, but it's almost like you have to force yourself to get into those emotions. Like, for instance, this almost a year though, that's crazy. But last December, I finished up the Far Below Humanized series, writing it, and the end of the series had like this really sad part. And it just like destroyed me because like for a whole week I wrote this sad part, and it was during finals week and I was just like on an emotional roller coaster, but I had a deadline to finish it. So um I was just cranking away and I would just like cry every day because it was so sad. Like that sounds awful, but I was really trying to get in the same mood as my characters. I was trying to be as genuine as possible. And I think that's super important for fiction and as well as nonfiction, but a little bit more for fiction writers. So, how I get in that mood is through music. I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago, I made a playlist on Spotify that was just full of instrumental music that I could use for writing. And it's all like super emotional instrumental music. It's not like the nice, like delicate piano playing in the background. It's like not elevator music at all. Um, I actually pulled it from a lot of video game soundtracks and a lot of movie soundtracks that I loved when I was in middle school or whatever. Um, and I still listen to them to this day. Like I'm such a nerd with music like that. Um, but I have very specific songs that I listen to before I write certain scenes. So there's like a very happy song that I listen to, or a really like sad song or a really intense song. Um, and I might share that playlist with you guys if you don't judge me because it's kind of weird. But it just like it gets me in the emotion that I need to be for the scene. And I just close my eyes while I listen to the song, and I really envision myself in the scene. And like I've brought myself to tears before, or like I don't know, it's crazy. It's kind of powerful. I don't know if that's just me, but that's what I've learned helps me get in the mood for writing. And that's a super huge productivity hack for me, because if I'm in the right headspace and the right mood to write a certain scene, then I can like fly through it. It's just like it just comes. It just is so fast. So if you can get in the right emotion, especially as a fiction slash fantasy writer, you can just fly through scenes. It just comes to you. It's awesome. So yeah, those are my top 4 productivity hacks for all writers, especially teenagers, because we really struggle with these little things. Um, but just trust me, if you just take an afternoon that you're gonna write and practice those 4 tips, just give it a shot and see me, or tell me how it works. See if I'm right or not. Might just work for me, I don't know, but hopefully it helps you guys be more productive and get more words on the page. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that you'll come back next week. It's so weird to me that YouTubers say, I'll see you next week, because like I'm not seeing you, you're seeing me. Random side note. But hopefully you see me next week. But seriously, thank you for watching and supporting me. Make sure to visit my website and my social channels. I think are linked somewhere over here. You can find them. But anyway, I'm Annabelle Healy, and thanks for watching. I don't know where I'm going with this. None of the words can have, or none of, oh, I'm just gonna start over this. I don't know why I phrased it that way. We're gonna start over.